guys, how you doing? We're just going to do a quick little review here on the SOL Emergency Bivvy. It's something that Craig and I personally sort of tested over a 4-day survival hike that we did, and I just think they're amazing. I just think for the amount of space they take up in any pack, hands down they kick ass over those ridiculous kind of $2 emergency blankets. And yeah, sure, these are I guess expensive for what they are, but honestly, like we slept in these for 4 days straight like they were a sleeping bag. And I will get in this in a minute and show you how comfortable and luxurious it is. It's really quite a spectacle. So yeah, as I said, it's the SOL or SOL. I don't know what people are, or what they refer to it as. Survive Outdoors Longer is the brand, and that's basically it there. So we're looking at a really small little package there, not much bigger than your palm. It's really lightweight, and it comes in this pretty cool little drawstring sack. It's like what I kind of compare it to is the material. It's not like those cheap emergency blankets that are kind of real, almost like a cellophane kind of real noisy kind of material. This to me is like, would you describe this, Craig, as like a heavy duty kind of a garbage bag, like a trash bag kind of thing? Like that's because that actually has some flex. Yeah, it's good quality. It's orange on the outside, which is obviously great for signalling and being found, and then it's got the reflective coating on the inside, and these things kept us so warm. It was unbelievable, to the point where you kind of had to kind of pull them down a bit to let some body heat out during the night. They are a lot wider and longer than I expected. For some reason, when I bought it, I just thought, I just had this thing in my head that it was going to be, probably come up to here on me and be like quite narrow, because they had kind of tried to keep it in this small package. But I couldn't have been more wrong. It's, for someone my height, I'm somewhere around 6'2", 6'3", something like that, and it it comes right up around my head, and widthways as well. There's plenty of room in there to sort of wear your jacket and everything.
Show us.
Yeah, well, I mean, all this talk, but no proof. This is going to be probably one of the most ridiculous things I've ever attempted live. Dude, you need to clean this thing. This is all like got mold or something in it.
Well, on that note, I can't believe it's actually still made it through the 4 nights, the 4 days that it did.
Yeah, there is a couple of tiny holes which you could put a tiny bit of duct tape on, and that'd solve those problems. Sorry, what were you saying?
It's got that bit of give in it, so it didn't tear. It didn't.
Yep.
Like we were hitting up against rocks and stuff.
Yeah, we were laying on the ground.
Did all right.
Yeah, this definitely has mold, man. You need to clean the sack out. Yeah, look at how wide this is, and this is what surprised me. So that's it. That's how wide it is, and that's plenty of room to get right in there. If you got a special friend, you might be able to fit 2 people in an emergency situation. So I'm going to put this on, and just because talking about it is not enough, you need to see.
Too many people just talk about things.
Yeah, too many people just say this is an emergency bivvy, but check this out. Alright. Oh, it's so nice and warm. look at this. As I said before, plenty of room to. It's kind of like so warm. I'm actually not even joking. Like it's instantly I put this on, I can feel I'm so much warmer. Oh, so yeah, you could just kind of like huddle and cry in this thing like, quite easily.
Yeah, and the tears wouldn't even get in, would they?
No, that's waterproof, so your tears are going to stream down the front and not wet your clothing, and that's important. I cry a lot, but yeah, if I was lying down, if I had somewhere to actually lay down, this thing does come right up. Like this. That's pretty cool.
That's terrible.
Yeah, that's it. There's not much more to say about it, other than it's physically long and wide, and that was the biggest surprise for me. That and the durability were the two things that I thought was just fantastic. And yeah, they are expensive. As I said, they are expensive for what it is. It's a plastic bag inside a small bag. But at the end of the day, knowing that I've got this in my kit all the time is really quite comforting, because we've tested these in cold conditions. So yeah, if I had to rate this out of 10, for what it is, let's take price out of it. I'm going to give it a, I think I'm just going to, I don't know, give it like a 9.5 or something. Maybe they could have, you know, like changed the design a bit around the top so it did have like a drawstring or something. That's being pretty picky. I mean, it's a strong 9.5 for me without the price. If you want to bitch and moan about the price, then maybe call it a 9. But if you're looking at the survival properties of this bivvy, it will get you out safe, and so for that, it's a 9.5 for me. Craig, thoughts?
I reckon they could have put a bit of padding in it.
Like some duck down.
Yeah, a bit of down in there would have been really nice.
And like one of those self-inflatable mats built into it.
A cushioning.
Yep.
Something cushioning.
Yeah, so you're giving it a 3.
It was pretty uncomfortable. No, it does what it's supposed to do. I was worried that because it was sealed instead of just being a blanket that we'd get really hot in it. But it's actually quite comfortable.
That's a good point you make, and something I forgot to mention. I did, like, after 3-4 hours in this, the condensation builds up on the inside, which is the reason that this needs to be aired out. It obviously had some moisture still in there when you rolled it up. You do have sweat in, like, condensation builds up on the inside of this plastic. At least it did on mine. And there were points through the night where I'd kind of move my hand along in here and there'd be water, like not in a suspect way. I'd just move my hand to get more comfortable. And
he was sweating.
Yeah, it was definitely sweat. No, it's condensation. So then it kind of, at times, kind of made my clothing like a little bit wet. So that'd be something you'd really have to be careful with. You don't want to start getting your clothing wet even though you're warm, because once you take that off and have to get mobile again, you know, depending on the conditions you're in, you might get, you know, hypothermia or something if your clothes got really wet. How'd you go with the kind of
not as bad as I
regulating it? Yeah, just kind of had it open a bit at the top.
Yeah, I thought a blanket would have been better because you could just sort of put it on and take it off, and that you're stuck in it. But it
just
wasn't
needs a zipper.
Needs a zipper, a drawstring hood.
Yeah,
it wasn't as bad as I thought.
No, look, I still stand by like a 9.5, and the reason I won't give it a 10 is I think that maybe a little bit more research and development, they could put maybe a few cool things on it, like a survival knife or something. Look, that's it. There's nothing more to say about this. They're fantastic. Chuck one in your kit. Throw away those ridiculous $2 emergency blankets because they're just rubbish compared to these. We cut ours up on our survival weekend and actually put them inside our shelter because they were kind of pointless. This did everything we needed. Guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for checking this out. I hope it kind of helps you guys make decisions about purchasing it or not. Take it easy, guys.